everybody. How's everybody doing? Happy Thursday. We're almost done with this work week for most folks. I want to thank you guys for being here. For those of you who are new and do not know me, my name is Rosaling, and I'm just pleased to be here to help folks know that they're not alone, know that you're not going through anything alone, that there's always somebody nearby, and to help plant seeds of hope and gratitude and thankfulness, and maybe change our view of the world through changing the way we choose to view things. So, I want to first say thank you to everybody in the chat. I know Mama Jane Star was here. She was going to go get supper ready. And I know Katie K is here. Girl, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. It's always wonderful to see friends show up and chat. And even though we may not have actually met in person, we've shared enough with each other through these videos that I feel like I can call you friend. So hopefully you feel the same. I'm going to do some housekeeping here and get some things out of the way so I'm not distracted. So Katie K, I see you said you're thankful for your supportive family. That is always a wonderful thing to, and crunchy ice, of course, because who needs teeth? No, I'm serious. I'm sorry. But yeah, so I'm glad that let's see, today, what am I thankful for? That I have a platform that I can share, that I can have people come and we can create a chill community. Um Gosh, there was something really cool. I was thinking I'm thankful that I'm learning how to eat more healthfully. And by eating more healthfully, I've already dropped 10 pounds in a week. So I'm kind of excited about that. I'm really thankful that I finally, at this point in my life, I finally realized that I could use food as medicine. There's a whole thing called food as medicine movement, and I'm really stoked. I really am. So it's working, and who knows, I might actually get to my goal weight, and we'll see what happens. Thank you, Katie K. And your picture is beautiful too. And after a while, oh yay, Locomine's here. Hey, sweetie, I want to get with you after. We'll probably do the Discord thing, and that'll be wonderful. Pardon me. Gosh, I just totally poof. I say hi to chat and poof, lost my whole train of thought. Lots of things to be thankful for this week. And sometimes the things that we can be thankful for, or that we might not see as, okay, how can I word this? Something horrible happens, and it might be the whole rug pulled out from under you. But in reality, it's like the universe is telling you, let's go this way instead. And while that rug being pulled out from under you is quite a devastating feeling, you can always turn things around and go, wait. I know this really feels horrible. Take time to grieve. Take time to grieve the loss and honor that in yourself, that it is a loss. And then when you're ready, you can move on. So, yeah, it's been pretty exciting week up and down. I mean, it's been a short work week as far as that goes, and I, for one, am very thankful for that. Love my job, but I love being home or away from it also. Just let's see. I introduced myself. I said hi to everybody. I don't know if anybody watched the Sunday slowdown, but I tried something new, and we'll see if it works or not regarding as far as how the playbacks go. But I introduced a book that I found was interesting, and I'd like to do that again today. What I've got here. Hey, Nanya, good to see you. What I've got here today is two specific books that I wanted to bring your attention to. Thankful you have one more week with the puppies. Yay, because they are adorable. My gosh, they've gotten so grown, so big, so quickly. It's like they were just little tiny things yesterday. So, and oh, look, a hen raid party. Thank you, hen. Aw, yay, I'm thankful for the hen raid party too. Aw, you guys. Let's see. Katie K says, yesterday I found out I have to quit smoking to have a third back surgery for sure. Oh my goodness. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. I really wish you well. Look, we've got Hen Raid Party. I was on with Hen and Jay McCarthy earlier today. What lovely women. Oh my gosh. We had such a wonderful time. If you're not subscribed to both of them, I would encourage you to do so. They are it was a hoot. I was there doing my impressions or my accents and listening to those lovely English accents. I can't quite do it well today, but it was a wonderful time. It was a wonderful time. I had a really good time. But I do want to tell you about these hen party. That's awesome. Love the hen raid. Thank you, Emma P, Patty R, Jay McCarthy, Vans. Hey, Vans. I'm so glad you're listening. I'm so glad I'm riding in the car with you. How exciting. That's awesome. I just recently found out that my newest the car I have now, the van I have now, I can do that. I can stream from my phone to the audio system. It's like mind blown. And Just Call Me Hen says, I'm thankful for all the people that helped me get out of my slump on my stream tonight. Well, we love you too, Hen, and I was pleased as punch to be part of that. I just really enjoyed being on your live and being able to interact. Oh goodness, what happened? That's not what I wanted to have happen. There you guys are. Okay. Whoa, new mic. How's it sound, you guys? Am I too loud? Am I too quiet? Let's see, throwing some music in my head for this hen party, right? This is awesome. Bluetooth. Yeah, I know. Technology. Right? Excellent. And Mama Jane Star is back. Yay! And we're thankful for you too, Mama Jane Star. Yay. This is wonderful. You guys, those of you that have channels that post on your channels, you know what I'm experiencing right now. When you see your friends in chat, it just, oh my gosh, it's wonderful. It's like, you like me, they really like me, right? So I'm so glad you guys are here. But thank you, Jay. But I want to tell you about these two books, and then we can talk about anything you guys want to talk about. Again, if you didn't, Jay McCarthy, I can't wait for that one to come up. There we go. Actually, the ASMR voice is down here, and if I pick up the mic and bring it up here, it gets really deep, and I can whisper into your ear. Isn't that crazy? So Sunday was a guided meditation, and I left it up for anybody that might need that. It's only like 15, maybe 20 minutes, but it wasn't very long. So yeah, enjoy that. Thank you. Let's see. Emma P says, yes, Mike sounds really good. I legit thought you were an ad earlier. And today, that's great. Mini me, yay. Okay, so I want to tell you about these books. The other day, I told you about the one behind me here that says The Life You're Meant to Live. And it's really an in-depth look at numerology. It's not the deepest book I have on numerology, but it helped make sense of it to me when I was first looking at numerology and how can this be? They're just numbers. Oh my God. Again, so much information in that book. And that's by a gentleman named Dan Millman. Millman. So that's that book back there. But this one, Local Mind might be familiar with this one. This is by Don Miguel Ruiz, or Ruiz. And this is a Toltec wisdom book called The Circle of Fire with Janet Mills. Inspiration and guided meditations for living in love and happiness. And since it's got a copyright on it, I'm not going to tell you a whole lot about the book, but as a reviewer, I can tell you little snippets about the book. So this one goes along with, if you've already looked at the 4 agreements or the 5 agreements, you know what style of writing this Toltec wisdom is. And so you might be a little bit more familiar with it. If you have not yet read the 4 agreements or the 5th agreement or any of the agreement books by this gentleman, I implore you to seek them out. They are available on PDF online. I know I have a copy of that, but if that's something you're interested in, it's phenomenal. Let me read you this back jacket though, because it's really interesting. Katie K says, "Do you know a lot about life numbers, or might it be called master number?" Actually, I know enough to be dangerous. And we can discuss that after a bit if you'd like. But I do want to tell you at least about this book and maybe about the next one. If not, I could pick that other one up. We could talk about it. But yeah, numerology is fascinating. I'm telling you, it's crazy how accurate it can be. So this one on the back, it says personal growth and spirituality. Here we go. You ready? I crack myself up. In The Circle of Fire, best-selling author Don Miguel Ruiz inspires us into a new and loving relationship with ourselves, with our fellow humans, and with all of creation. Through a selection of beautiful essays, prayers, and guided meditations, Ruiz prepares our minds for a new way of seeing life and opens our hearts to find our way back to our birthright, heaven on earth. The result is a life lived in joy, harmony, and contentment. And Don Miguel Ruiz writes, "In my teachings, Circle of Fire ceremony celebrates the most important day of our lives, the day when we merge with the day when we merge with the fire of our spirit and return to our own destiny. This is the day when we recover the awareness of what we really are and make the choice to live in communion with that force of creation we call life or God." Right. Does this not sound fascinating? And gotta be honest with you, I have not yet started reading it, but a friend gifted it to me and we had a book exchange. It was wonderful. Hang on. And I happened to get this book. So I have not yet read it, but I will let you know. Cause yeah, it seems really, oh my God, guys, look how big the print is. I should be able to read this really nice. You know, this is really good. Essays and poems. Let's see. A prayer of gratitude. Who knew? Who knew? Today, Creator of the universe, my heart is filled with gratitude for the gift of life you have given me. Thank you for the opportunity to experience this beautiful body and this wonderful mind. Today, Lord, I want to express my gratitude for everything I have received from you. Oh, wow. And you know, for those of you who may not pray to a God or universe, you can always substitute whatever word your source means to you, to make this more real and maybe less offensive to those that find those particular words not syncing with their spirit. But yeah, this is pretty good. There's a whole lot of good stuff in there, so I'm going to get to that one. But let's see. Catch up on here for a minute. Let's see. Look, I suggest need to read that one. Haven't read it, but it's on your list. Yay. Just come in. Wow, we were chatting for 4 hours again. That ain't nothing. When Local Mike goes live on Friday nights at 8 o'clock, she has an hour show, an hour presentation that she presents different things. And one of them for 4 weeks was the 4 agreements. And we take an hour break and then we go live. And it's called the YouTube Cantina, I think. And yeah, that will go from 10 o'clock Central. And I usually have to get off by 4:30 in the morning because I have to sleep. I have to get some sleep. But it's such a wonderful time. We talk about anything and everything. And sometimes there are those of us who disagree with others, but we talk it out and we work it out and we have a conversation. And it's wonderful. And there are times when people's feelings get hurt and they kind of ignore everything and go away for a while. And then they come back and we say, hey, Do you want to talk about it? Let's get past this, because this is part of domestication, right, Lokomai? And that's in the book, The Four Agreements. So, and it's part of the Four Agreements are basically, give me a second, be impeccable in your word, speak as clearly as you can, take nothing personal, they may be out of order, assume nothing, and do your best. Assuming nothing is really hard for people. Taking things personal, not taking things personal, can be extremely challenging for some people. Okay, and Lokomai put the link in there. Thank you. Yep, aloha at the Friday. Let's see. Yep, aloha Friday at the YT Canteen. I have no idea how we talk so long. We just ricochet all over with all kinds of different subjects. It's great. It's great. Let's see. Just call me Hen. It's always fun to hang out with your friends. It is. Friday is a wild ride in the best way. Rosling knows the agreements. Yeah, I have tried. I really have tried to model my life as best I can. Remember, doing your best. I am far from perfect. But if I can get closer every day, just a little, to being more impeccable in my word, to not assuming anything, to not taking things personal, and know that I'm doing my best, then I've had a good day. And my best is different from your best. My best yesterday is different from my best today. And it's just a matter of perception. So yeah, that's pretty good too. And Hen says, that's how my streams go. Start off with a topic and just go wild. We finished on the Christmas cracker jokes. Could have gone longer, but we wanted to come support you. Oh, thank you. That's really sweet. Pardon me. So rather than tell you about this book I have down here, which is magical, I'm going to reach over for this one, which I tried to tell folks, which I started telling folks about on Sunday. Let me get real close. We'll cozy up. And this is The Life You Were Born to Live, a guide to finding your life's purpose by Dan Millman, author of The Way of a Peaceful Warrior. Has anybody else read The Way of a Peaceful Warrior? Sorry about that. This book I got years ago, and I went through it and went through it and went through it. And let me just... Okay, I read the back of this. I think I read the back jacket on Sunday. So I just want to read you the chapter heads here. So you get a basic outline of it. Sorry. Okay, so the contents, of course, it's got acknowledgments, a preface, and how to read this book. And it tells you specifically in how to read this book. You don't have to read it all. You find the parts that apply to you, and it might only be 200 pages out of over 450 pages. So you might only read 200 because that's what applies to you or to your loved one or to that person you're thinking about dating. It could be anybody. But the thing is, it tells you how to use it. It tells you the Pythagorean heritage, determining birth numbers, the paths of destiny, the overview of primary numbers, and then positive and negative aspects of primary numbers. Part 2 tells you about the issues and energies of life. I'm sorry, I should be looking at you, right? Creativity and confidence. It's basically a bridge to understanding how this fits with your life purpose. And it talks about the life path material. And once you figured out your numbers, it tells you specific things about specific numbers. It doesn't apply to everybody. But it talks about the expression, creative cooperation, balance, trust, and openness. 4 laws that change lives. Oh my gosh, you guys. Let me get a sip of water and I'll read you these laws he's talking about. Just a minute. Okay, Jay, I see you're going to step back. It's okay. And Mama Jane got to step away for a minute. Is this making any sense to anybody? Are you guys at all interested in this? Because we can move on. I'm just excited about this book. For those of you that don't know what a Christmas cracker joke is, it's UK. We have a thing that looks a bit like a wrapped candy. When you pull it apart inside a small gift of paper crown and a bad joke. Oh, I know. They have them here. They call them poppers here. At least in my area. They call them poppers. Um, okay, thanks, Lokamai. Because, okay, the laws that change lives. Guys, listen to this. This is so cool. The law of flexibility. I'm just going to read you the headings. Law of flexibility, law of choices, law of responsibility, law of balance, law of process, law of patterns, law of discipline, law of perfection, law of the present moment, law of no judgments, law of faith, law of expectations, law of honesty, law of higher will, law of intuition, law of action, law of cycles. I mean, God, look, this is incredible stuff. So, yeah, I've had this for quite a while and read through enough that applies to me that I feel more competent and confident in my journey. So that came in really handy. So let me catch up with the chat. Let's see, where are we? I'm interested. Thank you, Hen. So it's helping you itty bitty. I find it interesting. Well, good. Because you guys, I don't want to just come on here and spew hot air. I want to talk about things that not only interest me, but also interest you. That hopefully we are creating this community of like minded people that we can help each other with things like this, you know? And, the Tarot Tuesdays and Slow Down Sundays. It's just a matter of it is my heart to help you on your journey. But if I don't know what tools you need, I'll just start throwing things out there and you grab at the one that indicates for you. You know what I mean? So, let's see. And Locomai says, just call me Han. I lived in Europe as a real small girl and used to love them. In fact, I still celebrate St. Nicholas Day. When I was a teacher, I had the kids put their shoes out. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, Lynn, glad you made it, sweetie. It's good to see you. I'm glad you stopped in. This is awesome. So is this making sense to people? I mean, one, to get our childlike, I'm always talking about childlike wonder, right? And how to get that wonder back in your life. Bingo, I found it. Right? And this one, life's purpose, I don't know about you, but I think most people go through a time in their lives when they hit the wall with thinking, what am I doing here? Why am I still here? What is my purpose here? I'm telling you, this is incredible. Excellent. Aw, thanks, Emma P. I loved your accent earlier. I loved talking with you and hearing you laughing, laughing British. I know I'm so silly. Um, but I'm glad you're here too. Um, let me see if I can figure out something that I can read here that on a personal note so that I'm not violating any, thing. Okay, this is talking about challenges in a path of a specific number. And I have lots of things underlined in this, so it must apply to me. Um, for example, it says in relationship, partners may unintentionally take advantage of this number by asking or expecting them to do more and more and more until they react. After that, this particular number may continue to make dinner or take out the trash, but they shut down emotionally. Yeah, I'll still do it, but you won't like it. And it talks about the law of responsibility, and it gives you so much. And so many underlying things. The summit of the mountain path for X number is joyful, passionate, confident expression of personal magnetism and productivity that borders on magic. Oh my goodness. This particular number also has a sense of aliveness that attracts others. Their attractiveness goes beyond the shape of the body or face. At higher levels, number ones become pure, non-resistant channel and a clear conduit through which an unlimited amount of creativity flows into the world. What can I tell you? But it's really, I mean, besides it's just patting me on the back, it's got really, really good stuff in here. Hey, Sandra, glad you made it. Hugs for Sandra Martinez. Got your back, honey. You just tell us what you need. And yes, it's very similar to mindfulness, but it's pointedly more, because just like you can do a spell or ritual and use your hands, a wand puts it much more succinctly. This does that. So it helps pinpoint a more general thing of mindfulness. And that was just one little, just a couple of little lines from this particular book. So again, The Life You Were Born to Live, A Guide to Finding Your Purpose by Dan Millman. And again, I'm not saying rush right out there and get it, but if this is something you're interested in numerology, this would be a good book to have on your shelf and read. Not just have on your shelf. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Let me catch up with chat. Give me just a moment. Let's see. I get those thoughts from time to time when I wonder why I'm here. Right? You are not alone. You are not alone. And if any of these books or connecting with other like-minded people helps, then hang in here with us. There's a lot of us in here that feel the same way and are going through a lot of interesting things in our life. And we kind of lean on each other. So I'm glad you're here. Let's see. Hey, Kitty K. Die for JD. Hey, sweetie. Lovely to see you too. Just had a lovely break with my daughter. I'm really thankful for that. I'm so happy that you had that time with her, because I know sometimes that time with daughters, mothers and daughters, is a kind of a challenging kind of relationship, because we want to mother them and they want to be independent. And it's really challenging. So I'm glad your time with her was so wonderful today. That's awesome. Let's see. Happy to hear that, Sandra. You're seriously in your thoughts on... Yes, you've been in all of our thoughts. So bless you, my friend. I hope everything's going well. Oh, when chat jumped. Give me a second here. Oh, goodness. Let's see. This is weekend to hell, but you start therapy again next week. Good for you. Let us know if you need anything. Gotta check that out. Yay, Katie K. Yeah, and call me. Message me. Facebook. Email. You know how to get me. Discord. Just let me know, if you have any questions or anything. I may not have all the answers, but I might be able to help you look in the right direction to find your answer. Let's see. Happy to hear that. Amazing. Right? Yeah. And it jumped again. Did I see your earlier comment? Let me scroll up there. I'm sorry, I may have missed it. I'm still scrolling up there. Your voice reminds me a lot of Delilah. I used to listen to her too. I used to think I could be a great radio voice. I got a good face for radio. Thank you. Let me try and catch up now. And talks amongst yourselves. Let's see. I think I'm almost caught up. So thankful for this community, right? I mean, if I didn't have this community, I'd be sitting in a corner crocheting. I mean, I wouldn't have the joy, the spark that comes from interacting with you guys. And there's something special about realizing that we have a platform. Everybody who's on my channel, you have a platform through which you could do the same thing, or whatever passion you have and get it out there. And whether or not people listen, still get your passion out there. I encourage you to do so. It's not as hard as it seems to turn on a camera and talk, because I'm talking to friends. I see you in the chat down here, but I'm looking in your face up here, you know? And I feel a connection. I hope you feel it too. And that's what keeps me going, you know? Let's see, I think I know my purpose, need to work, how I continue it. Thumbs up for you. Definitely. And this, see, I'm just now catching up. Yes. Sorry. I don't know how to shut off notifications when I'm live. Yes, I did see that. Delilah. Used to listen to her growing up and stuff. Let's see. Susan T. Hey. Yes, we are all praying for Sandra Martinez for courage. And, you know, I hesitate to say I want to pray for her strength, because when I pray for strength, I get trials. Yeah, so I'm gonna pray for her peace of her heart and peace of her mind, that she is doing the right thing, and that the right people will come up and appear and help her to further it. So Lookmai says, hi, I die for JD. I live with my elderly mom, and sometimes we want to kill each other, but I would not change it for anything at all, right? Again, that mother-daughter dynamic. It's a tricky one, isn't it? Let's see. Mama Jane says she'll be right back. And you are welcome. Excellent. Excellent. So yeah, mother-daughter relationships can be a real challenge, is a nice way to put it. My mom and I, may her memory be a blessing, we didn't always get along because she was trying to mother me and I was trying to be independent. But those of you that have followed me for any length of time know that I'm a psychic medium. I don't like to say that often because I don't want to abuse the gift I've been given. But I went to a friend who also does readings and talks to dead people, and she let me know that she saw our roles as having been reversed in a past life. That I know this is a lot of that woo-woo stuff that I try and reserve for Tuesdays, but in the past, that I was the mom and she was the daughter, and we had a fight so grating that she said to me, as a daughter to a mom, she said, "I don't like the way you're doing things." And I said, "Fine, next time you be the mom. We'll see how that goes for you." Boom, here we are. And it was pretty crazy, I'll tell you. But at the nearing of her passing, I was able to see her as an individual who was making it up as they go along, just like we all do. And I could accept her as an individual and know that she was the right mom for me at this time. So it was great that we had that I was able to have some kind of closure before she left. But yeah, let me scroll back up here, see if I didn't miss anything. Thanks for the radio voice. Let me scroll. Where am I? Oh my gosh. Let's see. Oh my God, it does remind me of and now we have the OJs. And a long distance dedication from Jason to Margie. Y'all remember those? Right. Dogs are like forever toddlers. I love it. Emma P says, "It's probably just me, but I get a weird feeling in my back that sets off the why am I here thoughts too. It's something I grew up with, weirdness. You know, I believe it's because those of us that have a gift of sorts, uh, chose to be here at this time because we have to help the earth get to where it needs to be." And that's pretty vague, isn't it? Is it vague enough? So when we start becoming a certain age, it's like the spirit guides are saying, okay, it's about to get busy. You need to get about your business. You need to get down to why you are here. Remember your purpose. Remember your purpose. And we're going, okay, what's that voice? And what's my purpose? And why am I here? So, yeah, I get that. I totally get that. Let's see. And Sandra says we'll be doing a live very soon. I'm looking forward to that because I know you've been through some poo poo. So just let us know. Die for JD says you're spot on against about. Hang on. It was throat clearing time. Yeah, horrible. Yuck. I'm sorry. Spot on about the relationship being challenging because she's so fiercely independent. I love her so much. And you have to allow yourself to remember you're making it up as you go along, too. So sometimes, while you know and can see the possibilities of the path she's on, and you're trying to warn her, sometimes they need to fail forward, and it is so hard to let that occur. But if they're going to be the people that they're supposed to be, sometimes we got to step aside and let them fall. And it's sad and it's gut wrenching. But I know you're doing the best you can do. Love you, Die for JD. And I'm glad you're here. Let's see. Sandra, if you haven't gone live before, but she has, Hen. She's got a channel uniquely. Oh God, Sandra, I let me wrench you so you could drop your link, okay? Oh wait, maybe I have it. No, I don't have it ready here. Um, are you up for that, Sandra? Local Minded, do you have her channel link? It's uniquely limitless smart teenaz. And if you type on that and do the Google search, I'm sorry, the YouTube search, you'll get her channel. Okay? So that would help a lot. But yeah, she's been live several times and yeah, it's always fun there too. And very informative. The subject matter that she chooses to cover is incredibly timely and can be triggering, but it needs to get out. So I encourage you guys to go over there. Um, oh, can you hear her? Miss Abby's telling me it's almost bedtime. What does she know? It's a cat, right? Um, but let me go ahead and read that. Sandra, if you haven't gone live in a while, I suggest you find someone to stream with. That way you have someone to converse with. And you don't freeze up when you can't think of what to say. That's a great idea. Sandra does not have a problem with not knowing what to say. She does really good. And if Miss Abby lets me pick her up, we'll see how she's. Nope, there she goes. Okay. She just wants to come in and complain, and that's okay. And look, I've always been interested in past life stuff. It's incredible because who's to say? Who's to say it's real or not? It might just be a different vibrational level. It might just be a dimension just over here. And we can't see it because it's right here. Or a different timeline. You know, there's so many theories that interest me, that pique my interest. And I would love to talk with, hang on, sorry. Love to talk with you further about this kind of stuff, guys, because past life stuff, is it real? Is it not? I don't know. But it's interesting, right? Oh, and chat jumped again. I'm sorry. Let me catch up, you guys. Let me see if I can find my way. And Sandra says, so thankful for her hubby. Don't give him all the credit he deserves, but I know I'd be able to do everything I am without him. Right? Also thankful for my babies. They keep me going, help me fight. Yes. Yes. And I keep resharing your post every time you put something up about that place because I've got friends that live out there too. Let's see. I'm definitely thankful for my BF and my family and friends. Yes. And look, my Sandra, your hubby is amazing, and for sure, like mom, sometimes you want to scream at them, but so important to who we are and our ability to survive. Yes, this is true. Yeah, she's done many lives. She's just been MIA for missing in action for a couple of weeks. But you had stuff going on, and we get it. And you know, we're still going to be there for you. Let's see. Yep, can't wait for the live. It's true, you choose your path too. I agree with that, and I think Um, okay, this is part of my belief system. I'm not putting it out there just for you all to go, huh? I just want to plant a seed, right? I believe that before we get to this existence, we're up in our la-di-da, wonderful. Some people call it heaven, some people call it another dimension, but in our true spiritual self, and we agree to come down here, and certain things are going to happen, and certain things are going to certain paths are going to be crossed, and certain people will meet you on the path, and certain, you get what I'm saying. And we sign this contract with approval from the elders, with our spirit guides going, okay, if that's what you want to do. No, I got this, I'm good. No, yeah, we're going to dig you out of this, that, and this. Yeah, whatever, let's go have fun, let's have an adventure. And here we come, and boom, we forget everything we signed up for. And when stuff starts to hit the fan, we go, what? What? Why me? What's going on? And we forget that it's like, not why me. It's like, oh yeah, this is a lesson. Huh. What am I supposed to learn here? And it's incredible. Once I took this view of my path and my journey, everything started falling into place, and nothing became a problem. It became a challenge or a lesson. So it's no longer poor me or why me. It's like, okay, show me how to get out of this. What am I supposed to do next? So yeah, it's about choosing your path. And now that I've gone on that tirade, does that make sense to anybody? You know, can't either, because I know how I know I will feel so much better after. Yes, we all will. And that's in response to Can't Wait for Your Live. And let's see, yep, hanging out. Yep, it's the great thing about hanging out with friends. You feel better after. Yes, which is why I love coming on here. This is the name of her channel, Uniquely Limitless Smartinez. If you put that in your YouTube search, yeah, you'll see her channel and a lot of the topics that she talks about. Very sharp young lady. Okay. And this is the actual channel for, this is the one for Lokamai. Oh, I'm sorry. Here we go. This is Sandra's channel. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you, Lokamai. I'm Miss Abby, you heard her. Yeah, that's how far behind I am in the chat. Sorry, guys. Just subscribe to Sandra. Great. She has some great content. Just know that it can be triggering, but it needs to be spoken of. So I'm very glad. Jay McCarthy says, you should have seen my authentic self rant from the other day. Rants, when one rants and finally gets all that crap out, it can be elevating, it can be empowering, or it can be embarrassing that, oh my God, I'm so sorry I went off on you, but I really had to get it out. I mean, but I shouldn't laugh at you. I'm sorry. Let's see. She enjoys watching wrestling too. If you ever seen Kadi Tutu? Kadi's Tutu? I don't know what that even means. If you ever see. What does that mean, Loco? Here's another link for Sandra's channel. So, no, girl, we got you. We got you. You know, I'm only 3 hours away. If I left now, you best have dinner ready. I'm teasing. But yeah, don't any of you here feel like you're alone. Please know that if you're not in our Discords, definitely find one of us in somebody's Discord and connect, because there's no reason for any of you to feel like you're alone, okay? You had a comment up higher about mom watching me. Your mom? My mom. Whose mom? Okay, I think I'm getting a little silly now. Jay McCarthy says, never feel alone. I am always here. Excellent. And that's a heart. Got it. Rosaling, this was what that was about. My mom is watching me, and I explained Thankful Thursday, and she asked me to tell you she is thankful for her son and daughter. Oh, yes, I'm blushing now. That's sweet. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Locomized Mom. Thanks for watching. Hi. That's awesome. I almost said jealous, but I'm thankful for you, Locomai, that you can have this time with your mom and that you're able to be there for her. I was not able to be there for my mom. I lived here in the middle of the United States and she lived on the East Coast. And it was quite a challenge to drop things and go visit to make sure I was able to have a conversation before I could not have a conversation anymore. So, yeah, so I'm glad that you're able to. Excellent. Sweet. So, is there anyone that wants to come up and chat about, anything? Or shall I tell you about the other book? It's a tease. It's a tease. And I'm encouraged to tease you with this book because of the live I was on earlier with Hen and Jay McCarthy. And let me get the name right. Just Call Me Hen and Jay McCarthy. And we were talking about all that woo-woo stuff, as people say. I feel you wrestling. Lose my mom was the hardest thing ever. I feel for you. My mom's journey towards the light was drawn out, but we knew the end was in sight. And I knew with the dementia and the Alzheimer's that she was on both sides of that line, both sides of the veil, like peeking behind the veil and then coming back and then peeking. And, so there are times when I would travel from here to the East Coast to visit with her, she was always lucid and she was always able to have a conversation. So I'm really thankful for that. So, yeah. And Hen says, you can always have a conversation with your mom, even if she isn't on this plane anymore. I understand that. Yeah. But she's on to different things. I released her from any contracts that we've held, and I've released her from any sense of obligation or God, it was so eloquent when I did the ritual. It was wonderful. Just to let her know, I trust you. I love you. It's okay to go be. You don't have to hang with me anymore. It's okay. I think our journey together is complete. And that's okay. So hopefully, I mean, she comes around every now and then and gives me a little pat on the head and sends me roses in places where I wouldn't normally see them, things like that. So I know what you're saying, but I also know that we need to release the clasp we had on each other, the grasp, the oh my God, I need you in my life. Yeah, no, you're good. I'm good. This is where it ends. It's okay. Go live and be free. So, but thank you for your kind words. I really appreciate it. And Lokomai is asking, I'm not with my dad. He's always there. Yes. Or is it that, can I hear your accents, people? It's a little bit of both. Lokomai says, that is so sweet. You gave her that gift, Rustling. Well, the thing is, I know for those of you that are new here today, one, thank you for being here. And two, I talk a lot about one of my sons more than the other because he has different medical needs. I choose to call him a special needs kid, even though he's going to be 40 at the end of the year. He's still my kid. And through his journey, it's been a wild ride. He's been flatlined. He was flatlined 5 times before the age of 12, and once since by the doctor's hands because they had to give him enough medicine to, let's turn it off and turn it back on and see if it works then, kind of thing. In order to stop seizures, they give him X number of medication, much more than a normal person would take. And look, it stopped his seizure, but it stopped his heart. Stopped his breathing. Get the paddles. Yeah, so I have a different view of death, and I know it's just a passing into another room or a different vibration or however you want to make sense of it in your head. I have a whole different view of what a lot of people think of it. So when my mom was passing, I wanted to let her know, we're good. It's been a great ride and it's okay to go. So, no, but it doesn't stop me from having that conversation in your head. You're absolutely right. It's sad to let them go, though. Sometimes it was not sad for me to let her go because the things that were happening to her body, her physical body, I could see she was not comfortable there anymore. So I miss her. Don't get me wrong, I miss her horribly. But yeah, it was interesting. If you feel comfortable answering, was your mother psychic as well, or is that something that runs in your family? It does run my family, but my mother was a very closed person. Her mother is the one that was able to read. Her mother was the one that did cards. Her mother would say, "Cross my palm with silver, and I'll tell your fortune." It was that kind of era back then. Let's see. Die for JD says she was with her mom every day, but she passed the night after I'd gone home, and I always feel horrible for not being there. Don't you know she did that on purpose? Sometimes our loved ones don't want us to see when they actually pass because they don't want us to suffer any more than what we're already going through with them. And they're trying to spare us that last memory of the last breath so we can remember them in a more healthy vision of what they were. Does that make sense? And they're not doing it to be cruel. They're trying to protect us. Yes, many other shows. Thank you, Local Mind. Emma P. Wow. For JD, I work in hospice, and honey, you have no idea how often they truly choose. I know it's hard to accept as we want to be there for them, but I honestly feel they choose. Yeah, I got to go with that. I got to go with that because it makes sense in my head and it helps me put it to rest. They don't want us to hurt more than we do, so sometimes they go when we aren't around for that lasting memory, right? Because what I would think that I would rather have a loved one remember me sitting up and talking with them and then saying, okay, you need to go now because I need to sleep. I need to take a nap. I love you. I truly love you. And then they go and get a coffee or whatever and I check out. I would much rather have that than the last dying breath and the gasps. And I'm sorry, I'm getting too technical. I'm so sorry. Triggering myself, right? I know it's hard. My grandma passed without my mom or I there, so I understand. And I feel for you guys. I really do. I mean, it touches my heart that it means so much to people to be there for the loved one who's crossing. I know how important it was for me to be there for my mom. I couldn't be there for my dad, but he and I had already had a conversation about, look, when it's time, just go. No heroics. Just it's been a good run. He says, no, I already got it all figured out. And we talked about what he wanted to have done and what if this happens, this is what I want. If this happens, this is what I want. His wife, my stepmother, knew everything, and she's okay. If that's what you want, that's what we'll do. And it was wonderful. The hardest part for me about Dad was going back to help my stepmom go through his things to see if there was anything of my dad's I wanted to keep. That was really hard. That was really tough. Yeah. Because who am I to judge what's good enough for me to keep? What can I take that's going to remind me of him? It's just material stuff. To me, it was just stuff. I've got him up here and in here, so I don't need stuff. I think one of the things I kept from my dad is cigarettes, because he and I used to smoke together. So let's see. Let me catch up here. Katie K says, my friend's grandmother was holding on. My friend whispered in her that it was okay to go, and she passed within just a minute or two. I did that with my mom. And my sister was so mad at me because my sister lives close to where I am, and we both would travel out there. We'd fly out there and visit mom twice a year. and because it was just so far away. So yeah, she said, "Did you just tell her it's okay to go?" I went, "Yeah." You take that back. She's not okay to go. I need her here. I said, "She's already gone. Look, she's just wanting us to tell her it's going to be okay." It was challenging. It was really challenging. It was a blessing for both my dad and those who were left behind when he passed. He had motor neuron disease. I'm so sorry. ALS, right. Yeah. Let's see. When my nan passed, my mom asked me if I wanted to see her in the hospital, but I didn't because I wanted my last memory to be happy to see me. Right. And that's another reason. Um, Sometimes it's best to remember them as in the happiest place they were. At the happiest time of their life, when you were interacting and everybody was laughing and having a good, joyous time. Um, so let's see. Oh, wow, Kitty K. Yep, it's amazing. People have a choice even then. Yes, they do. Mom's death was unexpected. It was harder to accept. I'm so sorry, Hen. But you can talk with her. It's for her to lose children as well. I had my daughter when she took her first breath, also when she drew her last. I was not able to hold my son as he took his last breath because they had taken him from me to a specialized hospital. My first pregnancy, my first son was born and died within 6 days. And I got to see him and hold him, and he was huge. He was like 8'10" or something, and huge. And it was just okay. I'm not going to relive it. I'm going to retell it. There were medical things, and they took him from the hospital where I delivered him, where he was delivered, to a specialized hospital, Johns Hopkins in Maryland, because I was on the East Coast at that time. And yeah, you get that phone call, a fucking phone call, saying, "We've done everything we can. Do you have any family that can be there with you?" Why do I need family here with me? Have you killed my child? We did everything we could. Yeah, that's a nice phrase. But, life goes on, and that was quite some time ago. Yes, heart-wrenching and beautiful. You're absolutely right. That would be the hardest thing ever, hon, sending you hugs. I know what I would like to say, I got your feels. I know what you're feeling. I've experienced it. There's nothing like it. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Big hugs to you, Mama Jane Star. Really. Um, yeah, my son was Stephen Joseph. Yeah, it was crazy. Love you, Mama Jane Star. Your love is enough. Thank you. Katie K says this is her biggest fear and would break me completely. Love you both. I don't know about Mama Jane Star, but it broke me completely for quite some time. And I'm not going to relive it. I'm going to retell parts of it. There comes a time when you have to realize that I can't wallow in this anymore. Life is going on around me. I have to get up. I have to eat. I have to shower. I have to interact with people again. Life goes on. And it was one of the hardest things I've done in a long time to continue, because there was no reason to continue at that time. I couldn't even freaking make a baby right, you know? So yeah, I was in a very dark place. Emma P, I'm getting to your comment. I know everybody in chat's already seen it, but I want to address it. Your nan had a stillborn baby and lost another one of her sons, but had 3 others who are still living today, thankfully. My mom, uncle, and auntie. And that's really good. I still mourn the loss of the one. I've moved on, and I've had 2 amazing sons since that are grown men. My youngest son has actually fathered a daughter, been married for 3, 4 years, something like that. Has a wonderful 3-year-old daughter. she'll be 3 next week sometime. And I'm very proud of both my kids. They've done really, really incredibly well in spite of their kooky mom. But yeah, it's been a ride. It's been a roller coaster ride. Thank you, Die for JD. Love all you guys so much. We love you too, Mama Jane. Truly, truly do. And Hen says, can we all be thankful for the time we had with him and for those we still have here with us? Yes. Yes. And that's what Thursdays are for. To remind us to be thankful for what we do have and what we are going through, because it is a miraculous life's journey, right? Kitty says, I'm thankful for everyone sharing their stories and for the care being sent in return. Me too. Me too. Mama Jane says, my son was PFC James Andrew. He had not been to basic yet, was already in the National Guard. He drowned 9 days away from his 18th birthday. Your daughter was 21, and I'm so sorry. You pick your head up, take a deep breath, and you keep going. Because as I was signing papers, when I finally got released from the hospital I was in to go and collect the remains, retelling, not reliving, retelling, not reliving. I'm standing there at the nurse's desk, and they're all behind doing their job, and I'm signing away for my son to be autopsied. My 6-day-old baby, 6-day-old dead baby, to be autopsied to find out what the hell happened here. What happened? And they're talking about, well, where you want to go for lunch? I want to go to KFC. Where do you want to go? You want to go to McDonald's again? Oh, geez. And it struck me, the irony. How can they be talking about this when I'm signing these papers of my dead son? What the? And God tapped me on the shoulder and said, because life goes on. Life goes on. Whether we want it to or not, life goes on. And that's a scar we carry forever. But life goes on. It gets really, really dark sometimes. But life goes on. And you choose, and I chose to allow my life to continue. It's not always been easy. It's not always been fun. But life goes on. And while we still mourn a lot of our losses, life goes on. April was 18 days away from her 22nd birthday. So thankful I was chosen to be there, Mom. I get it. I get it. And big hugs to you, Mama Jane. Big hugs. MMP says, I still mourn the loss of my nan. She passed away in 2014. I still miss her a lot. Sorry about your loss, son. It must be hard to deal with. You know, he'd have been 45, 46. So, and it would have changed the whole direction of my life. So I've had the time to look at it differently and to look at it from all different aspects and all different kind of objective views, if you will. So I've come to terms with it, and it doesn't hurt as bad anymore after 45 years anymore. But it's still a little sting, you know? But yeah, I'm sorry she had cystic fibrosis, but I'm so thrilled you had that much time with her to watch her blossom into the person who she was meant to be. I think that's awesome. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. The strength you had to not pummel their faces in. You have no idea. Or maybe you do. But it was like, I stopped them. I slammed the pen down. I said, would you all just I yelled. I was a raving lunatic because I was in mourning. Didn't realize it. Would you all fucking shut the fuck up, because I'm signing away my dead baby's body here and you're talking about what you're going to have for fucking lunch. For God's sakes, turn around. Give me 5 minutes. Sign a paper. And they all very quietly turned away and walked away. because they don't realize it. I understand being in the medical field. I understand you get desensitized to specific things. This was the nurses of the NICU, neonatal intensive care unit at St. John's or John Hopkins Medical Center, watching a mom sign papers and just, oh, well, it's another day. It's a work day for them. I get it. But they didn't get that this is not just an everyday for me. This is a monumental different day for me. So yeah, I was not the kindest person that night. It was very interesting. Let's see. Mama Jane, you're another person who is doing what Rosalie is talking about how, life has to go on. You share so much joy with others. True that. True that. And you are a hoot when you come on the live, Mama Jane. I just loved hearing you talk. Let's see. I'm proud of you and everyone who let life go on. Thank you, sweetie. It's a choice. It's really a choice. And then I had to decide, what am I going to do with it? Now that my life has to go on, what am I going to do with it? Huh. I am not affiliated with this book in any way. I just know the difference it made for me in my journey. So, I'll be honestly giving another reason why I'm scared to have kids. I want to have them, but how do you handle the loss of a child? It happens way too much in this world. And life is scary. It's not always easy. And the fact that you want to bring children into this world shows me that, one, you have faith that the world is going to continue. And all we do when we become parents, as a mom, all we can do is our best. There's books you can read, there's people that'll tell you what to do, but when it comes down to it, it's your decision to how you're going to lead this little life into being a responsible person. So you do your best. You don't make assumptions. You don't take things personal when they say, I hate you. You're the worst mom in the world. Right, but I'm still your mom. God didn't make us friends. God made me your mom. So it's just a matter of looking at things differently. Being forced to find, when the rug gets pulled out from under you that way, I was forced to look at things differently. And I had to find a way to allow life to go on. And it was not easy, but here I am, right? Hey, Cat Lynn, hope things are going well for you. Everybody say hi to Cat Lynn. She's having kind of an interesting week. Let's see. It's like the song The Dance. Yes. You have to risk the pain and the hurt to share in the joy and love. Yeah. Good old agreements, right? I love that song, The Dance. I used to cry to it. That's one of the songs that I allow myself to hear, because those of you that have been around and know me, crying is not something that comes easily to me. So yeah, yeah, that's a good one. Another one that is, oh God, I think Dolly Parton sings it. I Hope You Dance. Anybody else familiar with that one? I hope you dance. And I can't remember any of the words except it's about when things are going crappy, and I hope you're able to look the other way, and I hope you can dance. Because guys, in dance, isn't that not like a joyous moment for us when music really touches the very heart of us and we start just moving and swaying to it, whether we're in the moonlight or not, but dancing and getting in touch with your physical being and moving in joy or sadness. I hope you dance. I think it's Dolly Parton. Let's see. Let me back up here because I'm laughing at some of these. You guys are so funny. Leanne Womack? Could be. I'm not sure. The voice I hear in my head is Dolly Parton, but I don't think that's true. She may have sang it at one time. Let's see. Catlin says, had a great visit with your dad today. do things for him every week, just about, but we usually exchange stuff at the door, so it was good. Aw, did you get to go in and get a hug? Aw, I'm not sure. And if I didn't have 5 screens up, I'd Google it, but I don't want to miss anything. Yes, that's a kitty cat. I was thinking Martina. Yeah, but I think it's Leanne. I think it is too. Um, Stars can shine without darkness is your profile picture. Emma P. I love the quote. Stars can shine without darkness. Stars can't shine without darkness, right? As it shows you the need for darkness to shine bright. Going through pain makes you stronger. Isn't that great? So don't pray for strength. I'm just saying. Let's see. Country music has some of the most amazing lyrics. Local I wouldn't know. I don't listen to country music because those are not country music songs. I'm just saying. I'm teasing, I'm teasing. I Hope You Dance is mine and Mom's song. Aw, that's sweet. And right, it may have been a remake or a cover, as they say, right? Yes, it is. I have the CD. Yeah, that's one of my faves. And there's a couple that Dolly does that, guys, I'm from New York. Country music is not easy in my ears. But there are those times when the top pop station that comes on my radio in the car will play something that is country-ish. And yeah, I kind of there are some out there that I do like. And that's all about I could say about that. Hey, Witchy One made it. Yay. First time here for live stream. Yay, I'm glad you didn't miss it either. We've been on for a little over an hour, so I really appreciate you guys chit-chatting with me. This is great. Oops. Hi, Emma. Let's see. Wish we had the ability to correct our comments here. Well, you do, but you have to delete them, delete your comment, and then retype it correctly. And yeah, by the time you realize, like, oh, crud, I made a mistake. We've all seen it. It's okay. We're family here. Ohana, right? I'm glad you made it, Witchy One. Let's see. Oh, Catlin says, I'm from Tennessee, so it comes naturally for me, but I love stuff from all genres. And that's cool. I have not yet learned to appreciate all genres of music. Gangster rap? No, I just don't get it. Most of the twangy country, I can't understand what they're saying because of accents and vocalizations. I don't always get it, and it's just my ear. It's not that I don't like it. I don't find I appreciate it as much as I appreciate other music. So that's my challenge. Let's see. She says, hugs to my peeps. Hey, hey. I'm really glad you made it. Let's see. Jet's mom made it. Yay. Hey. I'm so glad you're here. Are you still on the island or have you made it home? Santa Martina says, going to spend some time with family. Bye, sweetie. I'm so glad you made it live and looking forward to yours. So, yay. Emma says, been to New York and New Jersey, loved it. Yeah, New Jersey is kind of up here. It's kind of more nasally to me in my head. It's more nasally and it's more a higher volume, a higher pitch for New Jersey. The New York is a little bit more down here and down the earth. It's a little bit further down on my chest, It's not all up in my head here like Fran Drescher. Oh, Mr. Sheffield, you're such a cod, right? Am I being goofy or what? Oh gosh, I missed a bunch of stuff. Hey, friends. I hope you made it home safe. Let's see. Been to New York. Let's see. Get with you on the gangster rap. Right? It's not that I don't like it. It's just I don't appreciate it because I can't understand. It's like angry penis music. You guys know what I'm talking about? Angry penis music, right? The headbanging, hard metal, heavy metal stuff that I'm sure it's not that I don't like it. I don't appreciate where it's coming from. So it may be for other people, but it's not for me, and that's okay. Let's see. Oh, Rock Chick here. Tool is my favorite. That's good. Isn't that nice? As they say in the South. Sandra, love you. Talk to you soon. Nothing against rock. I'm not familiar with Tool because I grew up in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. And yeah, I'm old. Katie K says, I'm picky about country music. I do have Garth Brooks on my book on my coffee table, and that has all the CDs in it. Garth is different. He's special. I love me some Garth Brooks. Remember singing and dancing in my big shirt to the Thunder Rolls. Yeah. That's another one. I think there's a whole. I think I saw a. In fact, it might have been on YouTube. A concert recording of Garth Brooks with dancing. What is it? Dancing Inside the Fire, Thunder, and Dance. There's another one that was real popular on the radio, but I can't recall what it was now. You're gonna hear crackling as I pop open one of these little peppermint lozenges because I'm getting some dry throat going on here. And water's not helping. It's not hurting. Y'all remember these? They like it's it's spun sugar or something. It's like nothing but sugar and peppermint. And it kind of melts in your mouth. I have this lump in my mouth. That looks horrible, doesn't it? What is Zippies? I'm not familiar with Zippies. Thank you, Sandra. You have a good evening as well. Hopefully we'll see you Friday. Friends in Low Places, yes. I saw that. Where'd it go? Oh, goodness. Chat jumped. Still relaxing on Maui. Oh, and you made my life. I love you so much. Girl. I'm so glad you're having a happy birthday. So glad you're having a wonderful time away. That's awesome. Katie said, Katie K says, are you tan as fuck now? I'm sorry, tan AF now? New Jersey is where I stayed, laugh out loud. I stayed in a uni for free. Don't you love them? They're so wonderful. They are so wonderfully unique. Those people, they talk with their hands and they clap their hands when they're trying to make a point. And oh my God, they just are so animated, right? Right on the front. I had a little stint on a local radio station. I'm talking about a short stint. And I went on as Rosie McFlannel. Rosie O'Flannel. Because I couldn't use Rosie O'Donnell, right? But I was Rosie O'Flannel and I drove a bus and we talked about things that were local. It was hilarious. Yeah, Rosie O'Flannel. Cheesecake Factory is everywhere now. I mean, they have one in my town as well. Well, a town very close to me. And I still have not been because, oh, look, beer bug. But the things are opening up again and maybe soon. And let's see. Yeah, I get you. I love the lyrics. Want to hear what they are, right? If I'm going to listen to music that has lyrics, I want to know what they are. I want to be able to relate to what the artist is trying to say. Lately I've taken to listening to classical music on the way home, and I mean the traditional Mozart, Bach, Beethoven, all the ones we've heard of, Mendelssohn, on the way home from work, because it kind of makes me chill and remember when I was in the orchestra in high school. Good Lord, that was so many lifetimes ago. I won't go there. But it helps. Music has, what is it? Something to calm the savage breast? Most people think it's beast. But in any case, I'm loving the difference. I mean, I listen to the top 40 and get aggravated in traffic because traffic's stupid again. People went back to work this week. It's crazy. Just mom says, Katie K, sunscreen is my paper white skin friend. Well, I hope you're taking care of yourself and your family is having a good time there with you. New Jersey accent sounds like Janice from... Oh, Joey, you're so funny. See, most of the people that come from Jersey when I think of New Jersey, I think of women that have this kind of nose and have this kind of nasally voice, right? And they're kind of whiny. Total generalization. They're really not all like that. Most of them are, but not all of them are like that. Nicki Minaj is my wifey. You know, I know the name, don't know the songs. I know she's a singer, and I don't know the voice. But if I hear the voice, I can usually duplicate it. I was doing accents earlier on the other live and having a blast with it because it's something that brings me joy, right? Because I could step aside of myself and go, well, y'all know what I'm talking about when I talk about this, right? And down there in the holler, down where old man James used to be, remember? He had that little old barn down there. I just love accents. I'm not making fun of anybody. I swear I'm not. My intention is not to make fun of anyone, but to enjoy the differences, right? Used to love Barbara Mandrell in my youth. I recognize the name. I would probably recognize a song if I heard it. But again, it's not one of those things. I like a lot of music genres. I know me too. Let's see. Yeah, you guys are flying in the chat. I was listening to 80s rock anthems earlier. Excellent. Friends in Low Places. Yes. Garth Brooks, right? I got friends in low places where the whiskey flows. No, beer flows and whiskey chases my blues away. I got to hear it in my head to repeat it, right? For my theater design course in college, I did a set design for Thunder Rolls. Oh, wow. I bet that was amazing. Actually, ASMR is here, and I lean in and I whisper to you. It's not actually a whisper, but it's more calming and it's more intent filled. I love my ASMR voice. Wish I could make money with it, right? Without having to be on the sex phone line. Siren Jag made it. God, I lost track of the chat, you guys. I'm coming back. Let's see. ASMR. There it is. Jet's mom loves all music but heavy metal. But Motown, girl. Motown, right? I gotcha. Cat Lynn says, love me some Garth too. Look at my theater geek. Love Broadway. Broadway. My mom and dad used to be, of course, they're dead. We're in a theater group in our neighborhood or town or city or whatever. And they did all the Rodgers and Hammerstein, The King and I, West Side Story, South Pacific, Carousel. And we got to go to we were dragged to the rehearsals. So it was an incredible way to grow up. So much music is nostalgic for me, but I don't know any of the new stuff. Nor do I. Don't feel bad. Love you too, soul sister. Girl, I'm just saying, miss you. Hope you're having a good time. Have a safe trip home and let us know when you land. All right. Oh, shit. Forgot. Zippy's local fast food restaurant. They have to sit down, but I'm also eating chili and rice. I'm doing this wonderful food as medicine movement that neither chili nor rice is on that list. But I've only got a few more weeks to go, and I'm already down 10 pounds in 2 weeks, so I'm pretty excited about that. Oh, I'm sorry. That was loud in your ear, I bet. All let's talk about country music and Dolly. I know I have 9 to 5 and Islands in the Stream playing. That's good. I've got Candy Christmas. It's going to be, Sweet Candy Christmas. something like that. Yeah, and it's going round and round, and that's not a pretty thing. Oh my god, it's like bringing back so many memories. I'm not crying, you. Glad I could help, Katie K. Oh goodness, that's why we're here. Broadway musical for 9 to 5. How fun would that be? It depends on who you listen to when it comes back to rock metal. I listen to some rock metal bands, some religious bands, and some uplifting things. That can be really good. I know when I was affiliated with a Christian church, I was in the choir or chorus or whatever group of singers we had, and we would travel from church to church to church in the local area to bring them a proper worship service that wasn't all stuck in hymns and being straight up and down and stuff. And that was about the time, okay, I'm going to throw a name out there. Carmen, Ron Canoli, the other names escape me, but there were several. There were incredible singers that had there's a process to praying, and there's like a formula you follow, and that's why when the Lord's Prayer says pray like this, it's a formula. First, it's so. In any case, these worship services that we were done in big, huge, arenas and big places where they have rock singers come in, would follow that formula. And it was incredible because you start out with joyous and everybody greeting and everybody saying hello and praising and oh my god, it was miraculous going through the way the formula goes. And it was magical. It was really magical in those days. Let's see. So yeah, I know some religious bands and uplifting songs can be wonderful. And if you guys don't know who Ron Canoli, I know it starts with a K, maybe Kan Oli. I don't remember. It's been decades, mind you. It's been decades, but his voice was like butter, like butter. And are you still stuck on Janice? Chandler. This is what we are, nowhere in between. Where did we go wrong? Sail away with me to another world. That's Dolly and Dead Guy. Beard, white beard. Kenny Rogers. Was it Kenny Rogers? And there's Siren. See, how long ago did you actually get here when I said, hey, Siren? And then I had to go catch up with Chad. Excuse me. I chose to go catch up with Chad because I wanted to know what you guys were saying and be part of it. I want to be a part of this group, right? Emma says Ashes Remain is a good band. Beer Bug, right? I got that from Tug, that umbrella guy. He uses that. He used it all last year. He's the first one I ever heard it from. And I hope he doesn't get mad at me for using it. But Ashes Remain, Here for a Reason, is powerful. Okay. I gotcha. Really like, if I really like the best or the chorus of a song, I'll look up the lyrics. Right. Right? Love to all. Gotta run. See you tomorrow. Love you, baby. You be careful out there. Come home safe. Miss you, girl. Let's see. We're having so much fun. Yeah, we were having so much fun. Yeah. Such fun. How many times? Let's see. My anaconda don't. Oh, you are funny, girl. Who's that? Locomite? Yeah, that figures. Let's see, where are we? And I know, say Robbie. Did I see Robbie in here? I see you said you can't stay, but I love you. I love you too, sweetie. Still catching up with chat. Guys, I am so sorry, but I am having such fun hanging out with you guys. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I'm way back here. Oh my gosh. Rustling, not knowing the queen of rap is blasphemy. Just go ahead and Esperanto quote. Such fun. I've been told Wisconsinites sound Canadian. They don't have an accent. I'm not sure. I'd have to listen to it again. A strange thing happened at work yesterday. Some woman started screaming at me on the phone. My conscious dissociated from my body and nearly completely avoided her noise. I understand how that's necessary. I'm glad you're here, Siren. I wasn't going to say that. You guys, I'm going to scroll through some of these. Baby got back. Yep. Are you doing readings? No, not tonight. Tonight is Thankful Thursday. Tuesdays are the only nights I do readings. If anybody wants to connect with me to get a private reading on any other time, you guys know my email. And if local, if you can post my email, that would be great. Let me keep going here. And my phone is telling me it's time to go to bed. Let's see. Hey, sorry, oh boy, that Karen caused you such a bear with, right? King and I film. Yeah, right. As many times as I went to the rehearsal for King and I didn't know what happened at the end. I was devastated. Carousel, I didn't know what happened at the end. I was devastated. West Side Story, okay, I knew the whole story, but still, I had no idea. King and I, right? Let's see, Gulf Coast Mom and I gonna come over the way to do a watch party for Dear Evan Hansen in the Heights. Okay, let's see, everything have minimal gossip. Have an emergency. Oops. Okay, you take care, sweetie. Let's see. Local Hawaii can't live without rice or soy. I know, right? Home with spaghetti meatballs? No, don't you start with food, you guys. Making me crazy. I'll have more cigarettes tonight than I care to. Let's see. I'm catching up. Let's see. Hard Candy Christmas. Thank you. Yes. Let's see. I managed a Japanese steakhouse 5 years, so rice and soy is now the blood. No, I get it. I get it. Again, trying a new thing here, and I got my free scale, so I can be done now. But what's going on? Do you want to I got a reading and Chris is trying to ruin my birthday. Okay, let's talk about it. Let me get with you on Discord and yeah, because we're having a nice chill chat, not to make little of what you're going through. But yeah, I'm concerned. I want to talk with you. give me a few minutes and we'll get together privately, okay? Let's see. Siren says he has zoned out before, of course. It was different. Consciousness was outside to the left of my head. Cool, dude. That's impressive. Can't say what kind of see, I don't know when Robbie was here. That's how far back I am, you guys. I'm gonna skip ahead. So sorry if I'm missing anybody. Yeah, High Priestess, let's talk about this when the live is done. Because I'm concerned. Our time is 3:30. 1:30, Emma. All right. Oh, just call me hen. You know what? Can you guys hear that? Oh my gosh. Goodness, Siren Jag, it's good you recognize for sure. Recognizing is a lot of, well, that would definitely be like crazy. It's just disassociating and just kind of stepping back out of your body for a while because what's going on is too stupid to try and take in. So yeah, it's 3 a.m. now. Oh, Hen, thank you so much for being here. You ladies from the UK, bless you. Thank you so much for giving up your sleep to sit here and chit chat with us. I so appreciate you guys. Discord, I'm going to call you. Yeah, give me about 15 minutes, okay? Because I got to go turn off that silly alarm that's telling me to go to bed. Okay, and it's been over an hour and a half. I love you guys so very much. Thank you so much for being here in my live. I'm going to calm down and I'm going to do proper goodbyes. You guys are each and every one a treasure to me. I don't know how to put into words how you guys affect my life. It's all good. Trust me, it's all good. But I thank you for being here. I'm going to sign off. I do have a Discord. I don't know how to link it. Give me a second. Let me see if I can figure that out. Let me see. I go to my Discord and I hit invite people and I get a link that's good for 7 days. Copy it, come back to StreamYard and put it over here. Oh, Locomai, did you already get it? Okay, is that your Discord? Locomai? This is my Discord. Oh, I didn't even post it yet. Okay, you got it. See, I got a different one. I got a different one than the one you got. But you know what? Get there and hook up with me and we'll talk. Okay, thanks, Loco. And guys, again, I thank you. I bless you. I thank you for being here. And I will see you maybe Sunday, 2 Central, for a half hour of slowing down and centering so we can go forward into the new week. You guys have a good weekend. We'll talk real soon. Love you. Bye-bye.